And now for the intro.
D-I-N-O-S-A, you are a dinosaur. D-I-N-O-S-A, you are a dinosaur.
Hey my Dino dolls. Today I'm so excited because we're doing our first ever collaboration. And this collaboration I'm doing today is with my lovely friend Linda, who goes by the YouTube name of Scottish ASMR Blueberry. She's such a sweet, sweet, kind-hearted woman from Scotland, and she does a lot of ASMR videos on her channel, but I find her videos to be very relaxing, and she's just super fun. I'm extremely honored and happy that I've had the opportunity to collaborate with her and get to know her as a person. I look forward to our friendship growing. Before I jump into what this collaboration is exactly, I would like to introduce myself to anyone that may be here from her channel or just new in general. If you are from Scottish ASMR Blueberry's channel, leave a blue heart emoji down in the comments. Hello, my name is Christina, aka Dino, hence the whole dolled up a Dino name. I love makeup and eyeshadow. I learned I have a serious obsession with eyeshadow. I'll tell you about that later. For those of you that are new, you will notice that I put a lot of clips or cutaways in my video for you to see my palettes because I can't physically hold them up on my own to show you. I hope you don't mind. If you like what you see here in this video today, don't be shy. Hit that subscribe button down below and that little notification bell so you can see more of this face. We would love to have you become a Dino doll and a member of our growing little herd of awkward. Also, welcome back to all of my regular Dino dolls. I love you guys. So, now for what this collaboration is. After watching Scottish ASMR Blueberry's palette collection video, her and I came up with the idea to do our top 5 eyeshadow palettes. And man, did I not realize how hard that was going to be. You guys, seriously, I swapped my top 5 so many times. I am constantly trying to change up my makeup game, and when I was narrowing down my top 5 for this video, I seriously felt like I was breaking up with 40 of my eyeshadow palettes. It was so hard and so sad. It kind of broke my heart, and that's kind of embarrassing, and I seriously have a problem, but I can't help it. I absolutely love eyeshadow palettes. For those of you wondering, I actually am wearing Stila's Magnificent Metals on my eyes today. My favorites change pretty regularly, but I think I finally have my top 5 current favorite eyeshadow palettes narrowed down, with the exception of one honorable mention. Hopefully I'm not breaking the rules. Sorry, Linda. It was just so hard. Oh, and I just want to quickly say that this is not in any particular order because this was already hard enough. Alright, let's get into it. Any of these palettes that I might have mentioned in a previous video, I'll be sure to either add a card or I will add a link down in the description bar, along with a link to Scottish ASMR Blueberry's channel so you can check out her video as well. Alright, so starting with the first palette, we have the Too Faced Peanut Butter and Jelly palette. It retails for $36 US. It contains 9 shades. There are 3 larger pans which contain the lighter shades in the palette, and they're good for all over the lid or your brow highlight. There's a good mix of metallic satin and matte shadows. The smaller pans in this palette are very warm tone oranges and browns, and the infamous peanut butter shade that is in quite a few of Too Faced palettes. There are two purple shades, a deep purple and then a really fun bright purple, which I like to use on my lower lash line or my inner corner, and it looks absolutely stunning. This palette, you guys, is definitely one of my favorites. Every look that I've ever created with this palette, from day one, I've not been the slightest bit disappointed. It works so well, and it's just so blendable and complementary to my eye color. I will insert a picture right here of the colors swatched out for you. Alright, moving on. My second palette I have to show you guys today is Jeffree Star Cosmetics Androgyny palette. This palette retails for $45 and contains 10 large eyeshadow pans. I did do a full review and swatch video on this particular eyeshadow palette already, and for those of you that have watched my other videos, you know how much I love this palette. I've owned it for almost 2 months now, and I'm still struggling to put it down. So that should say something. I love this palette because the whole top row is warm neutrals. It can be used for natural looks, and then the bottom row has all of the fun pops of color. The reds, the greens, and the blue. My favorite shades from this palette are probably Poison, Military, Charm, and Deja Vu. There's a good mix of ultra mattes and metallics, and I don't know, I just really love it. I love that it's really earthy, and it's very versatile. Like I said, it can be used for natural or playful looks. I personally think it's a big improvement from Jeffree Star's Beauty Killer, but that's just me. Sticking to my earthy palettes, the next palette I have for you guys is my Lime Crime Venus 2 palette. This palette retails for $34 and contains 8 shades. Like I said, it's another palette with earthy tones, a really beautiful mustard yellow, a reddish brown, a beautiful green, and sky blue. There are 2 duochrome shades for Pigeon and Fly. Fly makes it a really beautiful inner corner highlight. It's like a cream color with like a lime green fleck. It looks just like fly wings. I know that's kind of a weird description, but it really does. At first glance, when you look at this, even myself, I was guilty of it. Most people would think, well, what the hell am I going to do with those mixed match colors? But they actually work, blend, and play really well together. You'd be surprised. And this palette, every single time I open it, it inspires me and makes my heart so happy. I love this palette because it pushes me to create looks that I normally wouldn't, and it challenges me to try new things. It just speaks to the artist to me. There's not a single color that I don't love in this palette at all. And I highly recommend for you guys to try it out, especially for those of you that want to try something different, but you can create wearable looks with this as well. I just love it. I can't say enough about this palette. Besides, you should try it. Alright. Moving to our fourth palette, the Violet Voss and Laura Lee palette. This palette retails for $45 and contains 20 shades. They're all really pigmented and buttery. The shadows in this palette have a good variety. Everything from neutral and natural colors to a couple duochromes again, and a really pretty green and burgundy. The standout shades in this palette for me personally are the shades Fried, like fried chicken, and Yoshi. like the dinosaur. And no, I don't just like it because it's a dinosaur name. Is Yoshi a dinosaur or a turtle? Now I'm confused. Let me know if you guys know if Yoshi is actually a turtle instead of a dinosaur. Just leave it down in the comments below. Because I'll feel stupid if it's not a dinosaur now. And again, I will insert a picture of this palette swatched out for you. It's a really good palette for everyday wear, and I would like to do a more in-depth review and swatch video on this particular palette though, so I may just swatch some of the spotlight shades. But if you want to see more of it, subscribe and hit the bell, and that video should be up soon. Okay, and now for my final, or what should be my final and fifth palette, is the Anastasia Modern Renaissance palette. I know, a lot of people talk about this, and this palette was so hyped up, it still is to this day, but it really stands up to the hype, you guys. The hype is real. It retails for $42, and it contains 14 eyeshadows. This palette is absolutely beautiful. The shadows are so creamy and blend absolutely effortlessly. This palette is a really good mix of warm and neutral eyeshadows. It has satins and mattes. I don't believe that there's any metallics. There are a couple shimmery shades, but they're light shimmer and extremely wearable. I think that this palette is absolutely perfect for those of you that gravitate towards natural looks and that may be a little bit more afraid of bright color. This really would be a good starting palette for you. I think it's really easy to create natural looks with this palette, but there's also at least 4 fun pops of color, and at first glance, again, they might look a little bit intimidating or scary, but I promise you, even using the red shades in this palette, or the burgundies, or the oranges, you can still create a very natural eye look. It's a good way for you to step out of your comfort zone, but not be afraid to go out of your house, I guess. Me personally, we know I'm not afraid of color, but for those of you that are, this palette's absolutely great. Like I said, this palette was super hyped up, and I think it might have even been the #1 palette of 2016. So I think it's safe to say that if you're even thinking a little bit about purchasing this palette, you will not be disappointed. If you would like to see me create some different eye looks with this palette, natural or just crazy fun, let me know in the comments below, and I will definitely do that for you because it really is versatile and you can create many looks with it. I will insert some swatches here, but much like the Violet Voss palette, I do want to do a full review and swatch video on this as well, so I may just swatch some of the shades for you here, but keep your eye open for that video coming too. Alright guys, so that's technically my top 5 favorite for now, but I couldn't help but throw in that honorable mention, and that is my Lorac Pro 1 palette, which is the black one. It retails for $44 and contains 16 eyeshadows. I'm only showing you this palette because it was my first ever high-end eyeshadow palette, and if you look at it, I'm sure you can tell it was well loved and definitely used up. I hit pan on almost every shade in this palette. I just loved it to death when I got it, and even today. It's full of a lot of great taupes and mauve shades. The whole top row is matte, and the whole bottom row is shimmer. It's super, super buttery and easily blendable. The pigmentation is out of this world. So yeah, I know I wasn't supposed to pick 6. Sorry, like I said, I truly am. But I had to. I had to, you guys. I'm sure you've noticed that all of these palettes are definitely not drugstore priced. They're more high-end palettes, but Scottish ASMR Blueberry is including a couple of drugstore eyeshadow palettes in her top 5, and they're pretty good ones. So be sure to check that out and subscribe to her channel. She, like I said, she's a very kind-hearted person, and you guys will all love her just as much as I do. I just know it. Linda, if you're watching this, hey girl, I think you're absolutely fierce, fun, and fabulous. And I send you hugs all the way from Michigan. I too will be uploading a video here sometime soon of my top 5 drugstore palette for those of you that maybe don't have the funds for these particular palettes. And honestly, I have quite a few drugstore palettes in my collection that I absolutely adore, but I thought I'd make it a separate video for you guys sometime soon. There's so many videos, you guys, that I've been working on filming for you. But I promise, if I said I was going to film something for you, I definitely am. It just takes a minute to pump them out. But they're coming. I promise. But yeah, this video is already way, way, way too long. And you're probably sick of hearing me talking. So I hope you guys are all doing well. And until my next video, stay well until then. Please don't forget to subscribe and hit that little bell if you haven't already, so you're notified of all the video madness I want to upload. I love you guys so, so much. Alright, Dino out. Bye. Oh, and P.S. Actually, I'm not rating, but I'm aware that my eyelashes look pretty shitty today, and I promise you, I do know how to apply falsies, but I wrestled with these bitches for like 20 minutes before filming this, and if you haven't noticed, the lashes definitely won this battle, but I'm gonna win the war.